Doing two MLB player props here for Monday, April 8th. Before I get started, you guys, take a look in the description below of this video. Hop into our premium Discord. $9.30 per month, 31 cents per day. Again, where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. We got other premium cappers in there as well. They post all their plays. Super positive community. So again, link in the description below for that. I also want to mention I'm not a gambling expert. This is not financial advice. Simply just plays I'm personally looking at making. Hopefully give you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player prop decisions here. So again, no NBA today. Really nice MLB slate, and then obviously the college basketball national championship. But I got two player props here, MLB player props here that I do like. Only other video I made on MLB was opening day, and we went 2-0 on both of those plays here. So yeah, hopefully looking to replicate that tonight. Yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. So the first play I'm looking at here is going to be an earned runs allowed prop, and I'm looking at Bailey Ober, right-hand pitcher for the Twins. I like his over 2.5 earned runs allowed versus the Dodgers. Now, on paper, just the Dodgers an elite matchup for any pitcher, like literally any pitcher. But the Dodgers minus 135 here, and there's winds right coming out the. I'm not sure which direction it's coming out of, but 13-mile-per-hour winds. Minus 135 for the Dodgers with an 8.5 over under, which to me projects as a great opportunity here to take an over on Bailey Ober, and his over. So in his first start of the year, I think he gave up 8 earned runs in 1.1 innings of outings. So like he pitched like 54 pitches, 1 inning, gave up 8 earned runs against the Kansas City Royals. So he hasn't necessarily been super elite to start the season, which presents us a great opportunity here. But we look at the Dodgers. Obviously on the season, their lineup's extremely potent. They have the third highest WRC plus in the baseball against right-handers. On base percentage, number 5th ranked, second highest batting average against righties as well. I mean, you look at this potential lineup: Mookie, Shohei, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith. I mean, if you're watching, if you know about baseball, you guys are familiar with what's going on here with the Dodgers. Now, we look at splits leaderboard. Sorry, we look at this potential Dodgers lineup versus Bailey Ober. I mean, Freddie Freeman. Again, in all small sample sizes, 667 batting average, Rojas 500, Shohei 500, Muncy 333, and Mookie Betts 333. So in very small sample sizes, we've seen the majority of this Dodgers lineup have some success against Bailey Ober. And then we just look at starting pitchers game log this season versus the Dodgers. We've seen 5 different starting pitchers go over this line, and actually 4 right-handed starting pitchers have 5 earned runs against this Dodgers lineup. So it is a tough out for any pitcher here, and Bailey Ober, if we look over on Outlier, again, there's a link in the description. You can get a 7-day free trial with Outlier. This is a research betting tool that I do use every single day. Current odds: BetMGM minus 130, DraftKings minus 125, over 2.5 earned runs allowed for Bailey Ober. Like I said, this season he's got 8 earned runs in one start. And even dating back to last season, if we do this like to at home, I mean, he's over this line a decent amount of the games. I mean, mind you, the Dodgers lineup is a different type of animal here overall, but he didn't really pitch well in the spring training, and I think this just presents a great opportunity here at 2.5 to take the over on Bailey Ober against this very, very potent Dodgers lineup. I mean, you just look, Logan Webb gave up 5 earned runs, Mikolas 5 earned runs, Musgrove 5 earned runs, Kyle Hendricks 5 earned runs. I mean, if Bailey Ober can just stay in the game here, like that's really what we're looking for him to just, not just come out early. I mean, even dating back to last season, he did pitch pretty deep into games, like pitch counts here. I mean, he's gotten multiple games here, 90 plus, and even they did allow him to go 53 pitches in his first start, just getting absolutely rocked. So, like Bailey Ober, over 2.5 earned runs is the first play. Second play here is pitcher fantasy score. It's going to be Mitch Keller, over 31.5 pitcher fantasy score. Now, to start the season, he has not had a great start to the season whatsoever, but his home versus away splits is what's very intriguing to me when it comes to Mitch Keller here. We look at Mitch Keller here, and obviously he hasn't had a great start to the season, but they're allowing him to pitch pretty deep in games. He's gone 5+ innings in both of his starts here, has kind of given up a decent amount of runs, 4 earned runs in both games here, but 84 and 85 pitches when he hasn't pitched great. But we look at last season. If we can look at his splits, going back to last season here, let me just actually go to here. So last season, his splits just super elite at home. 2.9 ERA at home. Opponents hitting 216 against him at home. just overall, just very, very elite at home. We look again over on outlier here. Some of these odds for Mitch Keller. I mean, over 5.5 strikeouts, he's minus 138 on FanDuel. Under 2.5 earned runs, he's minus 150 on DraftKings. And then over 17.5 pitching outs, he's minus 130 on DraftKings as well. So all of these, this one, and this one, all positively correlate for Mitch Keller's fantasy scoreline. Like I said, we look at last season, the hit rate for this line at home is elite, right? 1, 2, 3. Actually, I can look at it here over on outlier. Again, over on outlier, you can, check out all this type of stuff. Great research betting tool. I do use it every day. We look at 2023, and we filter this to when he played at home. I mean, over in 11 of 14 games last season at home. 11 of 14. So it's a great hit rate, and we just kind of look at Mitch Keller last season. He is, like I said, juiced pretty heavily over 17.5 pitching outs and juiced heavily over 6 strikeouts. I mean, we look at last season when he does get 6 innings pitched. He's over this fantasy score line pretty easily, 37 plus in every start except for one here. When he pitched 6 innings, minus 3 fantasy, he had 8 earned runs and had 1 strikeout against Cleveland. Pretty much every other game at home, when he does throw 6+ innings, he's at this fantasy score line, including even one game where he didn't complete 6 innings and still finished with 35 fantasy. But going to the matchup, it's just a great matchup here. The Detroit Tigers are just horrendous. We look at just this season, WRC plus. They have the 7th lowest WRC plus and the 5th lowest batting average this season overall to pitchers. And we look at pitchers' fantasy score game log this season versus the Tigers. We've seen 1, 2, 3 pitchers go for 40 plus fantasy, including another 2 to go for 37 plus fantasy. I mean, these are some, I don't want to say no names, they're MLB pitchers, but Jose Butto and Joe Boyle, again, aren't household names, and they both easily cleared this line here against the Detroit Tigers. So given Mitch Keller's splits, let's just actually see how these guys have faced Mitch Keller in their career. Let's see, actually go to this. So, I mean, we only got 2 guys that have really faced him substantially. Javier Baez, who to me is just an automatic out, and then Mark Hanna batting 250. So it's not like he's even just raked by these potential lineup here. And then also, I believe the Pirates are favored in this one as well. They're gonna be favorites, minus 125 for Pittsburgh on the money line. So it's a great spot for Mitch Keller. I think absolute bounce back game. I mean, you just look at the hit rate last season at home. Hopefully he can just lock in Tigers' horrendous matchup. Look at the pitchers so far this season versus the Tigers. So 2 YouTube plays for this video. Hopefully we can go 4-0 to start the MLB season. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.